All right, guys. Technical difficulties. Let's start that again. Amazon FBA step by step for beginners featuring Drake. All right, without Drake, but step by step for beginners. We're going to go over everything that you need to be successful starting to sell on Amazon as a complete beginner. So, hello everyone again. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties with YouTube. Hi, bro. First, we back. It's okay. How are you, bro? Yo, I love Ada E Mustafa. You're about to become a moderator, bro. You're so positive. I love it. Renee Morgan says, yo. Art Campos says, there you are, back at it. Is 300 enough to start with Amazon FBA? The answer is no, it's not. Veronica Baloo, Maria Saavedra, Matthew Henry says, what up? Uman, Hansi, Stephanie, Darren, Margarita. All right, guys, we're going to kick this right off because this is going to be a video that is going to help a lot of people, hopefully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to start on Amazon. I'm going to walk through every single step of the process, and then we're going to show you how to do a lot of it. And then we're going to give you some additional resources like a free training and like a cheat sheet that's going to help you, on your actual path to becoming more successful on Amazon and to be able to create a sustainable business and a business that's gonna, help you leave your 9-to-5 job potentially. So kind of how the Amazon process works. I want to talk about it from like a high level perspective, and then I'm going to answer questions as I see them. But basically how the Amazon process works is you find a product to sell on Amazon, right? So there's millions and millions of products on Amazon. One of the cool parts about Amazon is there's a lot of products that people are searching for that there's not a lot of representation of on Amazon. So when you find a product that has more demand than it has high quality supply, that's when you're able to come in and create your own brand and sell it on Amazon. So what you do is you use software tools to find new products to sell on Amazon. That have low reviews and high revenue and have more demand than they have supply, right? And then that's when you come in, you find those products from certain places where you can source them for much cheaper, and then you sell them for more expensive on Amazon, right? So step number one is you have to find products that have low reviews and have a lot of demand, right? And there's not a lot of quality products that are currently in the market for those particular items, and then you source them from somewhere where you can get them much cheaper. So the second step is you find products that are much cheaper than what you're selling them for on Amazon. So how do you do that? You do that with what's called AliExpress, right? So step one, we're going to talk about in a second, product research. The way you do that is with a tool that I personally use and love called Viral Launch. And I'm going to share my screen and things like that. So if you guys can see my screen, drop a 1 in the chat. I've never done this like high-tech screen sharing stuff. I love the way the art behind you looks like you're wearing a crown. Yeah, no, people say that all the time. It's funny. Like I didn't actually mean for it to do that, but it does. So, all right, so the first step is we're going to use product research tools. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I like to use this in the smartest way, in my opinion. And then the second step is once we find a product, we find it on Alibaba and we buy it for $3 per unit, and then we sell it on Amazon for $19.99 or $20 per unit. And Amazon takes their cut, right? It costs money for shipping, and then we kind of take the profit that's left. Generally, what I like to shoot for is a 50% profit margin. And so that is what we're going to talk about. And then Zon Keywords is the official tool that myself and thousands of my students use for doing keyword research, which we're going to talk about as well. And then we're going to talk about the difference between being in the top 4 slots on Amazon and anywhere else, because it makes a huge, really significant difference, which is why you hear about people using pageoneify.com, using tools to launch their products, to get their products to page 1, and keep them on page 1 by sustaining that sales velocity and things like that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I want to make sure that we answer everybody's questions. So that's what we're going to do. So if anybody has any, nice, everybody can see my screen. That's good. Darren, you should really be rethinking about how to make a better life because you really do not know, bro. Yeah, I'm not sure who Darren is, but yeah, so 50% profit is what I like to shoot for, Renee Morgan. So like if I'm, and the thing is like people think if you buy it for $10 and sell it on Amazon for 20, that's a 50% profit margin, but that's not true, right? There's additional expenses. Like I sell products that cost me like $1. I sell them on Amazon for $14.95 and I make like 50-ish% profit. Right. So, it's not a 50% thing because Amazon takes their fees. There's pick and pack fees. There's PPC fees. There's cost of goods sold. There's all types of different kind of like little expenses that a lot of people don't think about, which we are going to think about. I'm 16. I'm thinking about waiting until I'm 18 before I'm attempting this for tax purposes. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wait. Like, there's no reason to wait, to be honest, James Gunn. Like, as long as you have supportive, like, family or parents or, like, an older brother or sister or something like that, you can start with them because you are going to need a bank account and a credit card. Those are two things that Amazon requires to open your account. So you don't want to, do a bunch of work and then have Amazon not allow you to keep your account open and things like that. So, all right, so let's do this really quick, guys. This is going to be a kind of a short video. It's literally going to be like just 30 minutes or so, and then we are gonna bang it out. All right, cool. So this right here is product discovery. So what product discovery is one of the strongest tools for product research that's currently available on the market by Viral Launch, and their owner is one of my good friends. So Amazon has a lot of different categories. So these are all different categories that potential products can be in on Amazon. So like it could be an appliance, it could be arts and crafts, right? It can be all different types of things. But like some of these products aren't as good to do what's called private labeling. So all private labeling means is like Nike, for example, is private labeling shoes. Right? Like they're making shoes their own brand, and that's why they're called Nike shoes. Like it's their private label. It's their private label brand. And so what we're going to do as Amazon sellers is we're going to find markets and new potential products that have more demand than they do supply, and then we're going to private label and create our own brand and then, fill that market void, and we're going to, profit from that. So some categories are better than others to start doing that. So arts and crafts, baby, right? Probably the couple of ones I've made the most money in are office products and home and kitchen, right? Home and kitchen is one of the most profitable for sure. So the reason that we have the lowest price we want to see for average price as 13 is because anything that costs less than $13 on Amazon is really hard to make a 50% profit margin on, like really hard. And 13 is even a little bit low. Like generally, I would like to look for stuff that's like 15 or higher. And so we're looking for things that are cost more than $13 on Amazon. And then for the average monthly revenue, I like to do this a little bit different. Most people say like go out and find products that are making like $100,000 a month or $1 million a month or whatever it is. I don't like doing it that way. I like looking for products that are making enough money to make it worth my time selling them, but they're not making such a ridiculous amount of money that it attracts all the like Chinese sellers and corporate sellers that are going to do all this shady stuff to like, unrank you or get your listing shut down or just do stuff that you just don't want to deal with, right? If you're making like enough money, but not so much that you're attracting everyone's attention, that's where you want to be. And then you want to just expand horizontally rather than vertically. I would rather sell 10 products making $10,000 a month each than sell one product making $100,000 a month, $100,000 a month, because it's going to attract all the attention from all the shady sellers and people that you just don't want to deal with. And so then the most important thing is review count, right? So review count, like let's start this a little bit higher. We only want to see products that have an average review count under 101. Right? And what we're on right now is keywords. So when we press show keywords, instead of showing individual products, what Viral Launch is going to do, what Product Discovery is going to do is they're going to show us keywords that actually have all of these metrics in these categories that are this price or higher, this average monthly revenue, and have that lower than that average review count. So we're going to press show keywords here. And what we see is some results, right? So we see eco-friendly cups, we see vape mod battery, right? Which might be an interesting one. All types of vape stuff is kind of scary though, because Amazon usually like outlaws it. 13 by 19 frame, right? So a 13 by 19 frame is making $15,700 a month with 7,000 profit. Acetaminophen, Benoit Kegel balls. All right, let's like start looking at some of this. Like I don't know what any of this is. Car lockout kit. car retainer clips. No idea what that is. So like what I like to do is just open up like all these ones that I just don't know what they are. Vape mod battery, eco-friendly cups. We'll skip those two for now. Basketball knee pads. That's kind of an interesting one. Bread basket Banaton. No idea what this is. Facial hair removal lipstick. That's an interesting one. Right, so I'll open up all of these products, and then the next thing that I like to do is I like to look at the actual products themselves using the Viral Launch Chrome extension. Right, so it's called Viral Launch Market Intelligence right here, and if we click this, it's going to show us more information about, the overall niche. So we can see, all the different prices that these people have. We can see that it's really, really dominated by this one product right here, $413,000 per month, which we wouldn't want to get into. And we see that, some of the revenues are much, much lower, like $19, $1,000 for some of them. So we're probably just going to close this one out. We like to see, we like to see between 8 and 15, 16, 17, 18,000, between $8 and $18,000 per month, kind of spread out amongst all of the first page. Because what you don't want to see is one product at the very top that has like $400,000 and everything else has 1,000. Because that means, either that product has a patent or a trademark, or it means it's like the brand everyone knows and it's the only one that people are buying. So you just don't want to do that because there's no reason to. There's literally millions of products. There's no reason to sell a product that isn't like completely ideal. And so I'm literally doing this live, so I really have no idea what's going to show and what's going to happen. But this is much more like what we want to see, right? 27, 26, 16, 15, 14, 9, 15, or 14, 12, 13, right? These are the numbers we want to see. So now I want to organize by reviews, right? So this product right here looks pretty ideal. We see that this one by Photomix has $16,000 in monthly revenue with only 21 reviews, right? So this one is pretty strong. We can see that their reviews kind of came about recently, kind of in the December range. So if we look at this Photomix one, we see that it's a 10-inch bread proofing basket plus cloth liner plus dough scraper, right? So what they've done is they've kind of bundled this together. So this is a perfect example, right? So they're giving people all of the stuff that you kind of need to get started if you were gonna buy a 10-inch bread proofing basket, right? So this is a great example of somebody who took all of the little pieces that somebody would want, who knows about bread proofing or whatever this is even called, and then they kind of bundled it all together. And by bundling it all together, they're getting a lot of sales, even though they don't have the most reviews. So they've come in and they've added more value to the market, and because of that, they've made a significant amount of money. So that's kind of product discovery. So I want to take some questions. Big shout out to my boy Kevin. What's up? What's the minimum investment to buy on Amazon FBA? I usually recommend $3,000, right? A lot of other people who are teaching Amazon will tell you like $1,000 and things like that, but that's just simply like not true. You can't do it with like $1,000 or less. You can't do it right, at least. No surveys are a waste of time and effort. Just learn information on YouTube plus minimum wage job. Yeah, I mean, I would never recommend doing a minimum wage job. Like, there's so many things. Like, I would rather work for free and learn how to build funnels or something. Like, if I was like 16 and I had no money, I would literally just get a 14-day free trial on ClickFunnels, watch every tutorial in the world, join all the free courses, learn from all of the best people, and I would just become an expert at ClickFunnels, or I'd become an expert at ManyChat, or whatever, during the free trials, and then I would offer to do work for free for people, and then I would say, pay me afterwards. And if I was 16 and I had no money, I would way rather do that, right? Way rather do that than work a minimum wage job. A minimum wage job is just gonna suck your life out. Joey Rich, what's up, homie? How are you? Oh, I think that's Joseph Villagrassi. I'm not sure, but I'm planning to start in March from Switzerland. Taxes are 8% here. Wow, that's crazy. Hi, Kevin. Can I market your course from Africa? Yeah, I'm sure you could. How important is it to create a custom packaging with your own business logo, etc.? I mean, it's not that important, right? But it's also not that hard to do it. It doesn't take any extra work to do it, so you might as well just do it. Minimum wage is trash, kids. We gotta upgrade. Yeah, you guys do have to upgrade. If anybody's working minimum wage, just do what I said. Just find, learn something that's valuable and do it for free, and then tell people only if they like it, pay you. And a lot of people will pay $1,000 or more for like a couple of funnels and things set up. And if you become an expert at that, it's like so easy. Dang, Kevin with the coconut water, that knowledge. Yo, what's up, Drew? How are you, homie? All right, cool. So let's continue on. So that's just like an example of one product. Let's go through a couple of other ones really quickly, and then we'll talk about how to actually find the products. All right. Oops. All right, cool. So the next step, let's look at a couple more products, right? So this is like a 13 by 19 frame. So let's look at this one real quick. We're gonna run the handy dandy market intelligence Chrome extension. We see that some of these are doing just like ridiculous numbers, like 300,000, 211,000. You know, this kind of like some of these scare me. Like Craig Frames is obviously doing a bang up job, but you know, there's some that have very low reviews, like this one, for example, Icona Bay, 19,000 with only 15 reviews, which is pretty good. Let's see what they're doing. Icona Bay, 1-pack black wood composite frame, right, for $18.99. Wall hang hardware included. Maybe some of the other ones aren't including the hardware to hang it. You know, this one, Craig Frames, isn't even selling it on Amazon Prime, which is, you know, maybe a potentially big option for people because, you know, if they're selling like 100 times out of 100 times, if there's 2 products and one's Prime and one's not, 100 people are going to choose the Prime product. That's just the way it is, right? So even if you find stuff that is like already kind of has a ton of reviews, but it's not Prime, sometimes you can like sneak in with a Prime product. But I mean, this doesn't seem like the best thing, so I'm just going to close it because it's not a great option, to be honest. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is car retainer clips. So we see 33,000, 35, 36, right? So if we sort by reviews here, we see most of the low review ones also have low revenue. This is kind of the only one. So this is one that I would probably not look at. But I mean, this is a good example of like actual product research, right? Like all the videos you see on YouTube and stuff, like they aren't real product research. They're planned product research where like you all of a sudden happen to come onto this like amazing product, right? But that's just not what product research is. Product research is looking through a bunch of different stuff until you find, you know, an $18,000 per month product with 3 reviews or a $23,000 product with 24 reviews. So let's look at this Steck one right here. Right, so I don't even know what this is still. Oh, lock knob filter for cars with flat lock knob at the top. So I'm still not sure what this is. Plastic lockout kit. Oh, I think this is probably for like opening. Oh yeah, if you're locked out of your car, it's like some way to like get in from it. These type of things I'm always I'm always a little bit cautious about because like for example, like if you look at this one, I've seen people that didn't join my course, people that like joined other people's courses that like tried to source lockpick sets. And if you look at the numbers on like lockpick sets, for example, like they're pretty crazy, but Amazon immediately bans your listing, right? So like all these people have been banned and they're like listing them in weird categories with new accounts like Zinru, Yingzi, like all these accounts are gonna eventually get banned because Amazon doesn't let you sell lockpick sets, right? So like that's just a good example of Amazon, you know, needs to get better about telling you what you're allowed to sell and what you're not, which is why I always recommend if you're gonna start out, you know, and start sourcing a product, what I recommend is messaging Amazon, getting it in writing from seller support that you're able and you know it's ungated for you to sell the particular product that you're about to invest in. And then I also like to actually create a listing for my product. And when you create a listing for your product before it even exists, what you're going to see is if you're not allowed to sell it, you'll get like a hazmat review and things like that. So it gives you like a lot of kind of like heads up as far as you know, not being able to sell it. So the next thing is we'll look at one more product and then we'll talk about where you actually find the products. Benoit Kegel balls. All right, so we see 144,000, which is obviously insane, but we see like a lot of the other ones have pretty good numbers. So let's look at this. So you see 12,000, 19,000 with 52 reviews. All right, let's look at the Enjoy one. So Enjoy, what is this? Doctor recommended weights for beginners in advance. Ooh. All right, we're gonna close that one. I should probably know what that is, but I definitely don't. All right, so let's look at this one. So bread basket. So a bread basket for professional and home bakers. Basically, what we could do is we could just take this #1 keyword, bread basket, and then come over to a site, Alibaba, right? Alibaba.com basically allows you to find pretty much anything in the world that's manufactured. Alibaba makes it, right? They team with all of these different manufacturers, and they team with, you know, all these different people, where you can basically get anything you could possibly imagine made in China. Like all electronics, your TV, your computer, your iPhone, it's all made in China. It's all made with manufacturers that are listed on this website. So if we type in bread basket here, we can see a lot of different stuff, right? And just because you don't see like the exact product that you're looking for like right away doesn't mean that they can't make it. Like a lot of these products like this one, Banneton. Oh yeah, I forgot that last word. Banneton. All right, so here we go. And so we can see here that this one's like $2, like $1 per unit, 90 cents per unit. So if we're buying it for 90 cents a unit, right, and they're selling it on Amazon right here for $23, right? If we're buying it for 90 cents and we're selling it for $26, that's obviously 26 times more than we're paying for it. And there's additional expenses. There's cost of goods sold and there's shipping. Those are your biggest two expenses. And then there's PPC, which is how these guys are actually getting their listings shown here. You see it's sponsored, right? So they're paying like $1 every time somebody clicks this. They're paying for it, and it's then ranking their product up. That's how the A9 algorithm works, right? And so, you know, the point is though, you can find products very easily with product discovery. You know, you can then find products that have good metrics, low reviews, high demand with relatively low supply. And then you find those same products on Alibaba. You reach out to these manufacturers, and then you negotiate the lowest price you possibly can for like an order of, you know, X amount, like 500 or whatever you're gonna buy. And then you ship them to Amazon and you start to sell them, right? You make a product listing. You know, you choose the best keywords, you rank your product, and that's pretty much all it is with Amazon. Like it's much easier than a lot of people think. So let's take a couple of questions really quick. Hi, Kevin. Do you know we can't read that screen? At least I can't. I didn't know that, but hopefully other people can. Man, I love these streams. What's up, Luke Rhodes? How are you? The sun's like setting right in my face, which is awesome. Jungle Scout versus Viral Launch. Javier Jenkins. I use Viral Launch exclusively now. How come some products have fake reviews? I mean, the review doesn't even have relation to the product, and Amazon removed them all. Even the picture of the review is for something else. Sometimes when that happens, it's because people merge listings. So Amazon allows you to merge listings, like if you have variations, and some like, you know, dishonest sellers will merge unrelated products with their new products, because merging two product listings merges the reviews. And so what they do is they take an old listing that isn't selling anymore but has like 30 reviews, 30 5-star reviews, and they'll merge it to a new listing. So their new listing has those reviews, even though they're not actually related to that new product. Is SMMA the same thing as local lead generation? Yeah, it is. I'm curious, why are you asking that, Stone Wallman? I wonder if you're thinking about the same thing as I am. Kevin David, last year I was 14 when I did 6 figs at only 14. Thanks for good advice. Keep it up. Damn, you did 6 figures when you're 14. That's dope, obviously. Like, what were you doing? That's awesome. It's savage. Good. What is the average cost of customer acquisition? For what? For Amazon? How do you deal with returns from competitors? I mean, that's a very low priority for me with Amazon. Like, it happens, but you know, it's not particularly common. Is Shopify cheaper to start than Amazon? Yeah, but it's like, you know, going and like laying face down in the mud is free also, but that's not going to make you money, right? Like, people shouldn't be concerned about what's the cheapest to start. They should be concerned about what's most likely to make them the most money, right? Viral launch is fantastic, but it's too expensive for beginners. Have a solid alternative. There will be a solid alternative soon, KB. Stay tuned for that. There's going to be a much cheaper option coming soon, but viral launch right now is the best. Kevin, what's the max you feel comfortable for a product sourcing? $10 per unit, selling on Amazon for $150 for a product under 20 pounds. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter how much the product costs. It matters how much after fees you're going to make, right? So like just use the Amazon FBA fee calculator, Tommy. And if you use the Amazon FBA fee calculator, then you're able to see exactly how much profit you're going to make before you even start selling on Amazon, which is pretty cool. What's a customs broker? A customs broker is a company that kind of negotiates with customs deals with customs on your behalf. Customs is the like governmental body that kind of facilitates and kind of manages all of the imports and exports for a country. What is better, Amazon Associates or ClickBank? ClickBank's better. How much money do you invested while starting Amazon FBA? I invested when I first started about $6,000, but I did it like my own way. Like when I'm sure about something, like I go all in, and I went all in on Amazon, and I made my $6,000 back in like a week or less, and then I made like a ton of profit. Like that 6,000 ended up turning into like 150 or something like that. Good to see you here. Thank you, Cheetah. I appreciate it. What would be a good checklist while doing product research before making a decision? I actually have a checklist in my group. So if you guys aren't already a member of the FBA Ninjas group, check it out. What's the best software to use for sourcing on Amazon? So I just talked about that. It's Viral Launch for now. It's a great piece of software. They have a lot of data. It's really, really good. All right, cool. So let's talk about the next thing, guys, which is keyword research. Right? So keyword research is interesting, right? Because what keyword research allows you to do is see what other products that are currently ranking are ranking for. So like, let's say, for example, you were selling like a cheese board, right? This is a product that I currently sell that does very well. You know, it does hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And you know, and we have a large amount of reviews now. And I'm not going to say which product it is, but it's one of these. We have a large amount of reviews now, and you know, that helps, but it just sells on complete autopilot. Like it took us probably like a month to get everything organized and all of that and set up. And it's been just printing money again and again and again every month for the past, you know, 11 plus months or however long it's been. So how keyword research works is, well, first of all, Xon Keywords is the software that I use, but we're just going to type in cheese board here. Right, and so what Keyword X is going to do is it's going to go out and it's going to find us a lot of really important information. It's going to find us, you know, the seasonality indicator, right? Because what's important about that is that you don't want to sell products that are only popular one time per year, right? That's just like, that's not the best option for you because you're not going to make as much money as you could potentially make. And so you want to sell things that are kind of more along the lines of 50 here. Like if it's around 50 or higher for the whole year, you can see that 2 times a year, well, I guess this is 2 years, sorry, but like around Christmas time, people are buying just like a crazy amount of cheese boards, which is why we make, you know, about 50% of our revenue for the year in December and 50% of our revenue for the year in the rest of the year, which is actually pretty common for gift type items. And so what most keyword software does, which is why I don't use it, most keyword software is going to go out and it's going to find you all of the different combinations of cheese and board, and it's going to give you all of this like data back that has the words cheese and board and things like that in it. But that's actually not very useful because people aren't typing in like the cheese board and like, you know, smaller cheese board and things like that. What they're typing in is what they think in their mind when they're trying to find a cheese board, because not everyone calls a cheese board a cheese board. Some people call it anniversary gift for couple. Some people call it entertaining serving dishes, right? These are real world things that people actually call this stuff, right? Real people are typing in cheese tray 1,756 times per month. Real people are typing in entertaining serving dishes 567 times per month. So it's like all the other, or most of the other keyword software out there is returning to you all of the different combinations of cheese and board, but that's not what real people are typing in. These search results are what real people that are actually typing in on Amazon are typing into the search box. And so, when you're using these keywords in your title, when you're using these keywords in your back end of your listing, when you're using these keywords in PPC campaigns, right, it's going to be so much more profitable because these are actual words that people are typing in when they're looking for this product. Because sometimes people forget what a cheese board is, and or maybe they're just looking for a wedding shower gift. Maybe they're looking for a home warming gift, a present for their mom, Christmas cheese gifts, right? Slate plate, all these different things that would be so hard to think about on your own. Like, I would never think to myself, slate plate, right? But these are real words directly pulled from Amazon that people are typing in and then buying cheese boards, right? These are the most common words that all of the top organic ranking listings are ranking for, right? So this is the most valuable information that you could possibly get to run PPC campaigns, make your title, and populate your listing, because it's real words that people are actually typing in. And so let's look at one more thing really quick. So we'll use the cheese board example again. So what we're gonna do is we are going to open up the top 4 listings. And this is a more advanced tool. If you guys are just beginners, this one is probably not gonna make as much sense, but every product has a unique identifier. It's called an ASIN, right? And then you can see it right here after the detail page. So we're gonna pull in, So we're gonna grab the ASIN right here. We're gonna go into zone keywords, and let's assume that this is our product, right? We're just gonna say this is our product. And we're gonna type in our ASIN and we're gonna press add. And what it does is Zone Keywords pulls in all of the keywords and everything that this keyword or that this product ranks for, and we're gonna go to next step, right? So we're gonna close out this one, and we're gonna grab the other top 4, enter your competitor's ASIN. So that was 1, enter your competitor's ASIN. That's 2, and enter your competitor's ASIN. And you'll see that these are actually the top 4 organically ranking products, right? And it's important that it's organic because with PPC, anybody can advertise on PPC. These 4 products are the products that Amazon is telling me directly are the most relevant and organically ranking products, right? And so we're going to analyze these. And what what Zone Keywords is going to do is they're going to go out and find all of the different commonalities between these 4 products, and they're going to give it all to us in a very beautiful kind of synchronized way. So what we can see here is a couple of things. Individual word frequency count, right? So like out of the best 4 listings, the most profitable 4 listings on Amazon for cheese boards, we can see that the most common, the highest frequency word is gifts, 259 times it's in these listings, right? So you want to make sure that your title has the word gifts. You want to make 100% sure that your backend keywords have the word gifts, right? You want to make 100% sure that your PPC has the word gifts and cheese and board and serving and gift set, Christmas, wedding, platters, tray, the most relevant stuff. This is how you build your listing, right? You take the top 4 most profitable organic ranking listings that are already up there, they're already proven by Amazon, and then you use the most common keywords, the highest frequency count, to build your listing. And then even cooler part, right? It tells you what your product is currently ranking for these words, right? So this, we assume that first product was ours, and we're ranking first for all of these different keywords. Charcuterie board wood, charcuterie board, accessories board, tray, cheese, cutting board cheese, meat and cheese platter. All of these just juicy PPC words. This is how you make profit with PPC, right? Not all the other, keyword tools that people are recommending. This is the only thing that you need to actually succeed with creating a beautiful product listing and just making wildly profitable PPC campaigns. Because one of the things I like to do is look at things, like I like to look at what my competitors are ranking for, but I'm not. So my competitors are ranking for entertaining serving dishes, wedding gifts for couples unique, right? Home gifts, all of these things that my competitors are ranking for, but I'm not yet ranked for. So you want to make sure to put these keywords in your listing and make PPC campaigns for these keywords as well. So I know it's a little bit more advanced, but I want to make sure that some of the medium, intermediate sellers, some of the people who kind of like have already had a little bit of experience get something out of this too. So that's on keywords. It's super, super powerful. And there also is a coupon code that we have today for you guys if you want to do the annual package, which is literally the best deal anywhere in Amazon software. So if you type in Black Belts 50 here, it goes from $249 a year all the way down to 124. So it literally takes 50% off. So for $124 a year, that's like, you know, whatever it is, like $10 a month or whatever it is, which is a ridiculous value for what you get. Compared to, you know, all the other tools out there that are charging $100 a month or more for, you know, oftentimes less quality, you know, not as good data. So it's definitely the best overall value as far as Amazon software is concerned. It's really not even close. It's the #1 tool that I use. So that is on keywords. And let's take a couple more questions and then we'll do the last parts here. All right. Kev, how much do you spend on your first product for PPC? I mean, I spend a lot on PPC because there's no reason why you wouldn't. Like, if you have enough stock, why wouldn't you spend on PPC? Like, because my PPC was super profitable. Like, we're making additional sales we wouldn't otherwise make. We're ranking our product in ways we wouldn't otherwise rank, and you know, we're getting sales, and we're proving to Amazon that we should index for words we wouldn't otherwise index for. Because when you make PPC sales, you index for whatever that person typed in. So there's just all these indirect benefits to PPC that people don't realize when they're first starting Amazon FBA. Do you recommend drop shipping on Amazon? No, because drop shipping on Amazon is tough because you know, one of the problems with that is if you're late on shipments, Amazon will just shut down your account. Like there's all these things you just don't want to do drop shipping on Amazon. If you're going to drop ship, keep it separate, do it on Shopify. If you're going to do Amazon FBA, do it on Amazon. Helium 10 versus on keywords go. Yeah, I mean, like Helium 10's been around a lot longer. They have a lot of tools that are interesting, but they're just not relevant for beginners, right? And like, so if you want to go pay $97 a month for Helium 10 or pay $124 per year, right? Like it's literally 10 times more expensive for Helium 10, and you get a lot of the same data. So it's really a no-brainer. Like it depends. Like if you're selling $100 million on Amazon, maybe you want to go try Helium 10 and you want to test them. But if you're a beginner and you know you're just getting started, would you rather pay $10 a month or $100 a month for the same thing? Or for like a lot of the same thing? It's just like, you know, that's just my opinion. And that's why, you know, myself and all of my students use on keywords. It's just a much more affordable option. And oftentimes you're actually getting very similar data. Because think about it like this. Helium 10 gets their data from Amazon. So on keywords get their data from Amazon, right? It's coming from the same place. Can we get a viral launch discount through you? Yeah, so if you look at the description right now, there is a discount for viral launch. There's discounts for everything in the description. I wanted to just like come on and hook everybody up. I live in San Diego, so the sun is like beautifully right in my face right now. It's actually amazing. All right, guys, and so then let's do the last part really quick, and then I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna bounce out. I just wanted to come on and do this really quickly for you guys because I love you, and yeah. So the last thing, right? The last thing about Amazon is being on page 1. So if we look at, you know, if we look at page 1 here, we can see garlic press. This is my original example ever that I started like 18 months ago or 19 months ago or however long it was. So we can see that Alpha Grillers is actually not in the, oh, here we go, top 4, right? So the thing about Amazon is if you are searching, and think about this logically for yourself, if you want a garlic press and you type in garlic press, you're not going to scroll past the first page. You're just not going to, right? There's all these products, they're affordable. Most of them have like really good reviews, or at least some of them do, 2,500 reviews, 800, 1,300, right? The thing is, you're not going to scroll past page 1 if you see a reasonable price with a lot of good reviews, beautiful pictures, right? You're just not going to. It's not human nature. Like nobody ever goes to page 2. And look, there's 20 pages. The difference between being on page 1 and being on any other page is the difference between being successful on Amazon and failing on Amazon. If you're on page 1, right, especially in like the top 4 organic listing or organic ranking, and when I say organic, like this is sponsored, this is an ad, this is an ad, this is organic, right? You see sponsored here, not organic, You see no sponsored here. This is the #1 organic ranked product, right? So this one, and Alpha Grillers, which is my original example. They actually made their pictures different. That's funny. Are in the top 4. So if you're ranked on page 1, you're gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars more than somebody who's ranked even on just page 2, right? You have to be ranked on page 1. It's the biggest thing that I see beginners fail at. Like they're saying, Kevin, I'm not getting any sales. And I say, okay, where's your product ranking for your #1 keyword? And they're saying, I don't know what my #1 keyword is, you know, and I'm saying, okay, find that on Zon Keywords. Once you've found what your #1 keyword is, then you have to say, okay, now that you know what your #1 keyword is, are you ranked on page 1 for that keyword? And they say no, and I say, okay, that's why you're not getting any sales, right? And so the #1 way to get ranked onto page 1 for Amazon, which is so important, being on page 1, is page 1ifi, right? Page1ifi.com, no question, is one of the best deals as far as Amazon goes. A lot of the other people are charging, you know, $500 or more for a launch on Amazon, right? Getting your product to page 1, because that's a lot of work getting your product to page 1. You have to basically, you know, get Amazon's A9 algorithm to accept the fact that your product is the most popular. And so, you know, page1ifi.com, what they do is they'll do a couple of things. So for $497, right, which is the same price as everybody else charges for the same thing, they'll get your product to page 1, but they do something else, right? They do your PPC for you. So they'll literally give you your most profitable PPC keywords. They'll give you all of the best keywords. They're going to give you super profitable campaigns, because what people don't realize is the launching on Amazon has changed. You can't just simply launch on Amazon anymore. You have to have a launch on Amazon done right. You can't use the old launch systems. You have to use the new launch systems that utilize, you know, Facebook ads and ManyChat and new audiences. So you have to do that. If you use all the same big email list that all the other companies are using, you know, the problem is Amazon doesn't value people who just constantly buy discounted products as purchases, and they won't give you rank. It has to be new customers. And so Page 1ifi goes out and finds new customers. And then they will do your PPC for you, because having new customers buying your product, right? Sales velocity is the #1 thing that ranks your product. But the second thing that's really important is having a fully optimized PPC campaign going at the same time, right? In tandem. You have to have launching from a new to new customers, and you also have to have a fully optimized PPC campaign. And Page 1ifi will do that for you, included in this, right? So for the same cost as everyone else is charging for just a launch, you also get PPC done by an 8-figure Amazon team completely for free, right? And one of the cool things is we also have a discount code for you guys here too. So if you go to add coupon and type in black belts 100, it takes $100 off, and it's only $397, which is the cheapest anywhere, and you also get your PPC done for you. So it's a complete no-brainer. Again, guys, the biggest difference that I can possibly tell you between failures on Amazon and success is having your product rank on page 1, because the only time people buy stuff on Amazon is on page 1, like 95% of the time. People never scroll to page 2. So all of the sales come on page 1, so you have to be on page 1 if you want to be successful, and that's just the way it is. So I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I'm going to jet out of here and go to the gym. Oh, we love you too. Oh, hope you have a good day. Do you sell multiple brands? I do, yeah. How to make sure the product is sold in Amazon? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hey, Kevin, can you re-upload this later on your channel? I'm busy right now, but I'll watch it later. Yeah, I can do that. You're glowing, Kev. Yeah, I know. The sun is like right in my eyes. I kind of want to show you guys. This is like my office view. Ocean's like right there. It's pretty nice. If you want to be cold, come to Toronto. Yeah, what's up, the money GPS? Yeah, we should do a collab, brother. Thank you, Kev. I got the subscription. Let's see how it's gonna work. Trusted you, Kev. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like it, just reach out to me and we'll give you a refund. It's easy. Would you go lower than 50% on your profit margin? If so, what's the lowest? The lowest I would go on a profit margin on Amazon is 40. I would never go below 40. It's just not worth it. Like, there's so many different things that can happen. There's so many different hiccups and things like that. I just wouldn't do it. Jet to the gym, love it. I love the positivity, Luke Rhodes. I appreciate that. California is night, but those taxes, bro. Yeah, I know. Came home from an exam. This made my day. Awesome, Austin. I appreciate that. How do I get on page one? You get on page one using the website that I just showed, page Oneify. I guess I'll paste it into the chat one more time. Have you heard of Hurricane Liz? Yeah, I have. She's actually one of my close friends, colleagues, and I don't know her very well myself, but I've always heard good things about her. Page Oneify price for one product launch. With our code that I just gave you guys, it's $397, and they'll also do your PPC, all of your PPC for you, because you need to have optimized PPC with your launch. They have to be done together in tandem, or else it's just not going to work. How many listings do you have on Amazon? I have a lot. I have over 50. Hi, Kevin. I'm from Italy. You have been my best mentor. Oh, I appreciate that. Giacomo. I like that name, by the way. Kevin, what happens when someone returns an item after receiving it? Does it go back to your Amazon FBA warehouse? It depends what condition it's in. If it's had like the tiniest scratch in the world on it, they don't take it back to the warehouse. Either the Amazon FBA warehouse will come onto your listing and sell it for cheaper, or it'll be part of a liquidation package that people will buy liquidated products and then sell them for some small amount of profit. What's the fastest or best way to earn and start, wholesale or private label? I mean, those are different questions, Lisa. The fastest way is not the best way. And that's oftentimes in life, right? People are always asking, what's the fastest way? What's the easiest way to make money? That's the question you should be asking is, what's the best way to make a long-term business, right? But people have this mentality where it's backwards and they just want to make, quick money. And that's why people in the long run stay broke, unfortunately. How much work do you have to do if you do not pay for page one? I mean, it's hard, to be honest, Luke. I'm a big proponent where I'm this is how you do it for free, but it's very hard. I don't even know if it's possible. If you didn't use a launch service, you'd have to find 20 people a day who would buy your product at a discounted price for 7 straight days. It would be very hard to do what Page Oneify does by yourself. That's why I recommend it. If there was a free way, I would tell you the free way, but there's just not really. It's tough. You should do a collab with Ty Lopez. Yeah, I mean, we have so many mutual friends now that I think eventually Ty and I will meet, but I haven't made an effort and he hasn't made an effort yet. But I'm a fan of the brand he's built. He's built an incredible brand. So I'm sure we'll eventually chat and see if we want to do something. Is doing surveys a good way to earn money to start your business? No, it's not a good way, but it's a way that if you have zero money. But I mean, I would do usertesting.com before I did surveys. There's always better ways than surveys. Usertesting.com. I would make YouTube compilation videos. I would use the free trial of ClickFunnels to learn ClickFunnels really, really well. And then I would go and offer to make people funnels for free. And then they'd pay me only if they liked it, right? And you can get people to pay you $1,000 easily to make them a funnel. That's not that hard to make. If you had the choice between Shopify affiliate marketing and SMMA, which route would you go to build capital fast and eventually invest in Amazon FBA as your second course of income? I would choose SMMA. SMMA, if you can really learn Facebook ads, YouTube ads, or Google ads really well, you can make a lot of money doing SMMA without that much work. What's the best sourcing website you use for your products? Alibaba.com. What about tax and VAT? How does it work? VAT is for the UK market. They don't have that in the USA. And tax is something that's actually being worked out between Trump and Bezos right now. So it's actually kind of gray area. Who would you target for ClickFunnels services? Is it pretty much the same with SMMA? Yeah, I mean, ClickFunnels services, I would literally just go troll in the ClickFunnels official group, and anybody who asks for help, just say you'll build them a funnel for free. Like literally. But I mean, to do that though, you have to know what you're doing. Like go take a Udemy course. Go learn on YouTube. Type in ClickFunnels, right? And once you have a working knowledge, just do it for free. And then if they're a good person and you do a good job, they'll give you $1,000, right? Like it's just how it is. Do you have a ClickFunnels course? I have one on Udemy. I'll share the link to it. Udemy.com. ClickFunnels. This is my Udemy course if you guys are interested. You can use the code NinjaLove to make it free. Where to sell those funnels? I mean, what I would recommend is you can do it for free and just go in the ClickFunnels group. And anytime you see somebody asking a question, answer it, right? But you have to know what you're talking about. You have to like actually study ClickFunnels first. You can't just like go and sell a ClickFunnels and have no idea how to actually do it. Can you give us examples of product differentiation to have your listing stand out? Yeah, of course. Like bundling, making a different size, right? Like I like to look at the reviews. Like if there's like a lot of 4-star reviews or 3-star reviews, look at the reviews and see what people are complaining about. And then, sometimes they'll say it's breaking or the packaging sucks or like there needs to be like a second one or it's missing a piece, right? And then you just make that improvement. So like you can bundle things together like the bread thing that I showed, or, if you don't want to do that, you can bundle other products like throw in a freebie, or you can make a larger size or smaller or made from a different material, or higher premium packaging or things like that. So the $395 for one product lunch or multiple? Yeah, it's $390. I think it's $397 for a product launch, but they also will do all of your PPC for you, and it's completely optimized. So it's a great deal if you're an Amazon seller. How do you store all your stuff, what you bought on Alibaba? Is there a warehouse? Can I store it at home and send it by myself? No, the Amazon FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, right? So like you ship it from Alibaba, from a China factory to the USA, to an Amazon warehouse. So I've never seen or touched any of my products ever in my life, which is kind of crazy. Do a lot of website visitors low sale rate? I'm not sure what that means. What's the difference between Jungle Scout and what you use? Jungle Scout is what I used to use when I first started. Viral Launch has just been better about coming up with new features, constantly improving. I'm personal friends with the CEO. Him and I talk often, so I just know how hard they're working. And I never really communicate with Greg or Jungle Scout anymore. I'm not sure what happened with them, but they just kind of have stopped reaching out. Opinion on PPC or solo ads for affiliate offers? I would never ever drive solo ad traffic to affiliate offers. That's such a waste of your money. The only person profiting there is the person selling the solo ads. What price do you usually stay around for your products, Kev, on Amazon FBA? The best price is between like $15 and like $40, right? Because if it's over 40, for a lot of people, it's not what's called an impulse buy. Right, an impulse buy basically means something that somebody would just buy if they weren't looking for it. So let's say I'm going to buy a garlic press and then I happen to see a cutting board and the cutting board's like $39.99. That's still a price where I might just buy it even though I wasn't looking for it. So if you go higher than 40, it's not an impulse buy, and if you go lower than 15, you're not gonna be able to make that 50% profit margin as easily. Bro, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kevin, there was a question asked, if you could spend 1 hour with a person and ask them questions, who would it be? I said Kevin David for sure. I appreciate that, but that's not the correct answer. There's a lot of people that you'd want to talk to that would be a lot smarter than I am. Right? Some of the people that I would want to talk to are like Carl Icahn, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, people like that who have like a really intimate understanding of like public companies and kind of like the next level of wealth. Because there's like my level of wealth where you like have a Lamborghini and like a nice house, and then there's like the level of wealth where you have like anything you could ever possibly want ever, right? Like so there's multimillionaires and then there's billionaires, and it's a huge difference, right? The main differences is like a yacht and like a plane, right? And I don't need a yacht for sure. I wouldn't mind a plane, but that's in the future maybe if I want to work hard. Kevin, when are you gonna hit the 2 Comma Club X? I already got it actually. It just hasn't arrived. Any other software you're exploring, like Helium 10 or something in the works? No, I mean, I don't personally. I use Zon Keywords and I use Page Oneify. Literally the only 3 softwares that I use for Amazon. There's only 3. Like, people get so caught up with like the shiny objects and they want all the newest software and stuff like that. Just use what works, right? Use what works that's the most economical. Like, there's no question. Viral Launch with my discount right in the description. Zon Keywords with the discount that I showed you right in the description. And Page Oneify. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. And the cool thing about Page Oneify is your launches are valid forever. So, if you're ever going to launch a product on Amazon, I would suggest getting it now, taking advantage of the $100 off coupon, because that's gonna go away, in the next few days when I shut it down. If you have product with different variations like patterns, do you recommend separate listings, or no? I wouldn't. I would recommend the same listing, because then you can run PPC and have all of your listing optimization and indexing through the same parent, product. Where do you send your returned inventory? People send your returned inventory who bought it back to the Amazon FBA warehouse. You're awesome, Kevin. Thanks, I appreciate that. Can you sell merch on Amazon? Yeah, I've done it. Thank you for all of your remarkable knowledge and sharing it. You definitely offer value bombs. I appreciate that. Gym advice to return the favor. Stick with compound movements and make sure you eat within 30 minutes after your workout. I appreciate that, Stud Fitness. I can read unemployed on top of your shirt. Can I see the whole writing, like unemployed with affiliate marketing? This is the full shirt. Unemployed CEO. Big respect for you, bro. You are the most transparent and honest person out there. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the coupon code to your Udemy course. I just signed up. Yeah, of course. If you guys want to take the Udemy course, again, it's free. Just use the coupon code NinjaLove. I don't want to make money from you guys on ClickFunnels and things like that. Like, if people would actually like take action, if I gave away all my courses for free, I probably would. But with ClickFunnels, I just want to give you guys, free knowledge that you can use to start building money, so you can start scaling, with other things like Amazon, SMMA, and things like that. Kevin is talented as heck. I can't lie. I appreciate that. Thanks for all the free content. You're welcome. Amazon versus Shopify. I prefer Amazon. Do you have any advice on starting your own business? Yeah, I have a lot of advice on starting my own business. You should check out my channel. If a product has low demand but selling $20K a month, can it be profitable? Yeah, of course, but it's more so about the landscape of the product, not just one product, right? Look at the whole landscape. What's the main keyword for the product? Type that into Amazon, run the Market Intelligence Chrome extension, and then see if everybody has good demand. Like, everybody's between 8 and 20,000 a month. That's what you're looking for. Do you see the next Amazon in the future? I mean, I wish I did. I'd go all in on it. Do you find better engagement on YouTube Live or Facebook? Both, but I mean, I just do YouTube more because I love my YouTube fam. All right, guys, I'm gonna go soon. I love the shirt. What's the website? Here, I'll show the website, and then I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I'll go. This is the website if you guys want to get the shirt. This is unemployed-ceo.com. Kevin, you are the GOAT. Kevin, I just entered into your Amazon Ninja course about a week ago and saw a discount for like 50%. There's no discount for 50%. We've never done that. I'm not sure where you saw that, but it's probably a pirate trying to steal your money. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. You're my motivation. Really appreciate that you're helping out others. I hope to see more videos and lives like this. Yeah, I'll do videos and lives, as often as I can. But I just like to take out time and, show you guys some love. Kevin, do you believe in me? Yeah, absolutely. I do. I 100% do. I want to make like 100% clear. I believe in every single one of you guys. You just have to take consistent incremental action every single day, daily action, and it's going to start paying off so much bigger than you guys can even imagine. It's crazy. Kevin, I'm developing a skill to make money online that I want to share with people in the future, so I'm definitely looking forward to your course about creating a course. Yeah, I mean, that's actually funny. So the next person said, what's your next business you're going to teach? The next business I'm going to teach and devote basically 100% of my time to is teaching people how to make a course, right? Because what I'm tired of is people talking about like crypto and like real estate as the best option to make money online. That's just not true. Like cryptocurrency is not the best option to make money online. The people who are making money from crypto are the ones selling the course, right? The people who are making money on real estate are the ones selling the course. And I'm not saying no one makes money on real estate. That's not true. Of course they do. But the people making serious money from real estate have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to invest in real estate. That's just the way it is. And you can create a course and build a following and add value to people completely for free. And so DCS, Digital Course Secrets, is going to completely blow apart the market when I do release it. We just finished up the PDFs, and I'm going to start filming it probably on Wednesday, actually, which is crazy. All right, guys. I love you guys. Seriously, we just hit the exact hour mark. One more time, if you guys are interested, check out the description. We have a free training where you can learn more about Amazon. We also have a discounted link to Viral Launch, which is product research software. We have a discounted link to Zon Keywords, which is everything that you need for your listings, for creating your listings, your title, for all of your PPC, all of your marketing for Amazon. And then last but not least, Page One Ify, PageOneify.com. Again, all in the description. Another discount code for you guys there. We also have a cheat sheet where you guys can learn more completely for free as well, which I'll drop right here. Or if you guys want to learn and just join the family today, join thousands and thousands of people who've joined the Amazon FBA Ninja family. We do have that link down below at the very bottom of the description if you want to join the family today. So I appreciate you guys all seriously so much. Gita says, love you more. Love you, Kevin. I love you too, Fighter Dog. I appreciate you guys. Have a good workout, Kevin. Take care. And as always, thank you so much. Peace out, playa. Hello, Kevin. Thanks for taking the time to do this live. Will you be posting this video? I absolutely will. All right, guys, until next time, thank you to 250 or 300 or however many people are here, all of you guys for supporting me and showing me so much love. I'm going to go enjoy the sunshine here in San Diego. Love you guys all, and until next time, peace.